let's hear from the unlikely goal hero tonight. Kevin Holt is with Ali Defoy.
Kevin, first of all, congratulations to you. Talk us through your goal.
I just seen, obviously, Kyle put the corner in and seen Docherty fresh air it and thought, I'm on that, and it just laughed in the bottom corner, so happy days.
You could see the celebrations after it meant a lot to you all.
Yeah, obviously it's been a few weeks since we've won and we needed it. Obviously we've had games in hand and we've not made them count, so it was important that we put on a good display and get a victory.
And it was on your weaker side as well.
I don't have a weak side.
Oh really? And that's your 4th goal of the season. Have you got a target?
Well, it is 5, but Zach Curran took one off me at Hamilton, so last time we were on the telly, so. But I think 4 or 5, I'm happy with it.
Congratulations, you are the Cinch Championship Man of the Match.
Cheers,
Hand that over to you.
Cheers. Thank you.
A great goal from the clearly ambidextrous Kevin Holt. He took it well, and it means so much. Let's have a look at the Cinch Championship table as it stands now. And there we have it. Great news for Partick Thistle fans. They're up to 3rd in the table on 42 points. They have a game in hand on Kilmarnock and Arbroath. 2 games in hand over Inverness, Caledonian Thistle, who dropped to 4th. And Leanne, we were talking about it during the match. We think that this is the first time Cali Thistle have dropped out of the top 3 all season.
Yeah, I do think that could be the case, Jonathan. They've had a brilliant season, though. That it's just this patch that they've gone through, really struggling to pick up a win. I think tonight will be a real sucker punch, though. It was a huge match, as we've spoke about. I think it was really vital in the race for the title. But to drop out the playoffs, I think psychologically now Inverness are going to really need to regroup it and really get together if they look to bounce back and push for the playoffs, because it would be a disaster for them to not achieve that, having started the season so well.
Ross Docherty, he's joined Ali Defoy.
Ross, congratulations first of all. What's the feeling with all the players?
Buzzing. Obviously it wasn't a pretty game. Anybody who's watching will obviously know that, but it's all about 3 points, that's all that matters.
And for all the fans that have come along tonight, there's thousands here, how proud are you to do that at home for them?
No, it's huge. I think the games haven't been great to watch here. I think the pitch maybe plays a wee part in that, but we're kind of used to it now, so it was good to send them up the road happy the minute. Obviously last minute winning, always special.
A big 3 points for you, how does that feel?
No, it's huge. It's massive in terms of where we want to go in the league. We kind of were in 5th place for a lot of the season and then got up to 4th the other day, so we're kicking on now, I think.
How do you feel the game went?
I thought we controlled a lot of it. We had spells in the second half, but I think it's going to be a matter of taking your chances on that pitch especially, so I'm glad that we did.
Now, there's an opportunity for you to get higher in the league. Do you think you could win it?
Never say never. Obviously, we're just kind of hoping to take it game by game, and it's an old cliche and all that, but that's all we can do, especially now where we've got a run of games coming up, so that's all we can do.
Well, congratulations. I'll let you go and celebrate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, big moment for the Partick Thistle captain, Ross Docherty. Michael, you've mentioned that you feel that Partick Thistle can go on and win this division. We'll hear from the Inverness camp in a little while, but 11 matches now without a win for Billy Dodd's side. Defeat tonight. A bit of time for soul searching. This final sort of chapter of the championship season starts to unfold.
Yeah, well, it's a real bitter pill to swallow for Inverness, because as Leanne was talking about before, for a large part of this season they were flying, and it's tailed off, and it's very difficult to reverse that momentum. That was why I was talking before about this game would have been a potential catalyst to try to do that, but the fact that they've lost to a near rival, it just compounds how difficult things are for Inverness at the moment, and I think you could see that in the body language afterwards. They're devastated. Whereas the opposite has to be said for Partick Thistle. You can hear in the interviews with the guys there, and I've no doubt when you hear from the manager as well, he'll be as high as a kite with that result.
Well, right on cue, Michael. Thank you very much indeed. We can hear from Ian McCall. He's joined Ali.
Ian, a huge 3 points tonight. Talk us through that match.
Well, it wasn't for the purist. I thought the first half we dominated, hit the bar and won. Magnificent bit of skill, probably should have scored. The second half I thought Cali Thistle were better than us. But it was at Firhill now, one goal wins a game, and luckily we got it. Kevin Holt, who missed an absolute sitter at Arbroath, came up with his right foot, believe it or not. So it's a big 3 points.
And the players obviously really hoping for a win today, but what about the fans?
The fans are magnificent. They've been magnificent since I came back here, because we've all been through an awful lot with all the things that have happened to this club. But we're starting to, the ship is going in the right direction now, so which is great. And it's great for the boys. You can have the weekend off and we'll see how the other teams do, because every game's hard now.
You were saying it's putting you in the right direction. Is that an opportunity, do you think? Could you win the league?
Oh, I think any of the top 5 could win the league, and we're in the top 5.
You were saying before the match that you felt that the bottom half of the league were performing better, possibly?
Well, I think statistically they are. I mean, that wasn't just an opinion, that's a kind of fact. So, and the 3 teams at the top play 3 of the bottom teams tomorrow. Won't be easy, so we'll just see what the results bring.
And after tonight's performance, do you think your team is then performing better than you'd seen previously?
No, not really, no. I mean, I think against Morton we get beaten, it's the best we've played. We played Dundee United off the pitch, get beat 1-0, so you know, we like to try and play football. It's not easy, and one goal, as I said, Firhill usually wins football matches, so it's just a big 3 points and we're delighted with it.
You've got more games in hand, of course. You've got Tuesday night, Queen of the South. Are you looking forward to that?
Yes, but Willie's made a difference. I had him as a young boy and sold him for 60 grand to Kilmarnock, so he's made a difference, and he's a fine player as well, so it won't be easy. We'll try and get the pitch, our groundsman will do his very best to get the pitch in order, and we'll go again.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll let you celebrate.
Right, cheers, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not sure the groundsman here can be too much of a miracle worker. I mean, it has been horrendous. So many people get in touch with me about how it would be better to plant tutties on this pitch, frankly, at the moment, which is a bit unkind, but at the same time, you can understand what they're saying. The thing is, though...
Is that the Shetland equivalent of a tatty?
A tatty, exactly, yeah. Exactly. The thing is, though, both sides have to play on this pitch, and I did think that it was maybe going to be a bit of a problem for Partick Thistle in terms of trying to get promotion this season, but maybe that's not the case, Leanne.
But they're dealing with it so far. I mean, it's nice to hear that the players will be getting the weekend off, because the groundsmen certainly will not. I think he might be here 24 hours round the clock, but they've won tonight, and I think that's massive. You know, they've got a real grit and determination about them, Partick Thistle, the way that they play. They have adapted to the conditions. They know what the pitch is like, so they know it better than any other team, and they need to use that to their advantage. So as much as we've spoke about they're a footballing side and they move the ball really well, and it could have been detrimental, so far the signs haven't shown that.
Let's take a look at the strike from Kevin Holt that's made all the difference for Partick Thistle this evening, Michael, and a good goal.
Yeah, it's in the back of the net. That's all that really counts. It's I mean, it's not a fantastic strike. It's not bad. You know, he gets good enough contact on it. I think it's key, obviously, that there's a number of bodies in between Kevin Holt and the goal that it just allows or it just stops the goalkeeper from perhaps trying to react quicker to get a block on it. And well, you can see the reaction. Scoring late on like that is just it's a huge boost for Partick Thistle. I was just going to say, I think it's key when you hear Ian McCall talking about, or being asked, does he think that they can potentially go and win the title, and he talks about the top 5. I don't think so, but I think it tells you that he genuinely believes they can, because I think when you look at the form that Wraith Rovers and Inverness are in, I can't see them being able to turn it around to then go and really challenge and put pressure on the top teams. Whereas for Partick Thistle, on the back of that result there tonight, with the games in hand, they definitely will be believing that they can ramp up the pressure and potentially get themselves.
So a 3-horse race.
Yeah, for me it is.
Yeah.
The top 3 are definitely in with a shout.
Leanne, in terms of the goal, Kevin Holt, you liked it, didn't you?
I thought it was a really good finish. I think when you look at some of the finishes tonight, and the pitch is really tricky.
Yeah.
You know, it sat up a couple of times, players blasting it over the bar. I think he anticipates it really well, because Docherty or Bannigan goes for the shot first and misses it, and he adjusts really well. He's anticipating it all the time. To keep it low and get it on target, I think, was more than enough. And as Ian McCall said, it only takes at times one goal at Firhill to get you the points, and that was enough tonight. I think it's a really good finish.
And he's a natural right foot striker of the ball, according to the man himself.
Right.
Lionel Messi.
It's Docherty, and I think he's a pop at him as well for a fresh air hit, as he calls it. But you've got to be in the right area, and he managed to take that opportunity. Defensively, Inverness are going to be disappointed. Of course they are, because it gets too much time to get the shot off. There's no block, nobody gets in front of it to make it difficult. But Partick Thistle won't be complaining.
The thing